Welcome to Doing More. I'm Erica Cardenas, and Happy New Year. As we kick off 2022, it's also a great time to be mindful and thankful for the sacrifices made by African American men and women who sacrificed their lives for freedom, rights, and equality we're all enjoying today. As we celebrate 2022, we also celebrate and honor Black History Month, which began as Negro History Week, labeled in 1926 by historian Carter G. Woodson. Carter earmarked the second week in February because it covered the birthdays of Frederick Douglass and Abraham Lincoln. It's a month to commemorate and create awareness of the contributions made by African Americans. Just like the Dunbar Pavilion, an African American arts and culture center located in Tucson, Arizona, that's increasing awareness and understanding of the historic and cultural impact of people of African descent. Let's take a look.
It comes in many forms: the smell of hair grease, a warm stove, or cocoa butter, the sound of Motown or Stevie or Bob Marley, or Bobby Blue Bland or Curtis or Anita, the sight of our colors, our glorious multitude of shades, from sandalwood to oak, mahogany to ebony, the taste of collard greens made right, of cornbread and peach cobbler.
The Dunbar Pavilion actually is the one and only segregated school ever in Tucson, Arizona. The legislature mandated that African American children would be separated from all others and just go to a school of their own. And this came into fruition in 1913. They started a one-room school between a bakery and after a funeral parlor had moved out, and called it the colored school. This went on many iterations and renovations and so forth until 1951, when deseg came into being.
One of the byproducts of desegregation is that our neighborhoods and our community members will sometimes split up. When we were in segregated neighborhoods, there was some power in that. I mean, the disempowering part is that you were forced to live in places and you didn't have a right to go into other places. But the empowering part is proximity, and that when you're in close proximity with each other, you can help raise each other's kids. You can have a dollar, go through your community 7 or 8 times before it leaves the community.
Ulysses K. Cress Lander, Vera Bryant Lander, Lamont Preston, Ernest McCrae, Billy Harris, Vera Bryant Lander, Shirley Robinson Sprinkles, Sadie Turner Pitts, Laura Noble Banks, some of what I consider notable graduates of Dunbar.
Whether it's on cultural and arts type of events, economic development type of events, social justice, health and wellness. And when we say health and wellness, we mean spiritual wellness, mental and emotional wellness, physical wellness, all of that combined. It takes a village, and the spirit that Ms. Barbara talked about what this place used to be. It was a village raising our community's children, and now it is sort of those children's turn to raise the community in return, as you talk about that reciprocal relationship. And if we're going to correctly get at solutions for our community, we have to understand our history, we have to understand the root causes of some of our problems so that we can come up with effective solutions.
At the Dunbar Pavilion, you'll find performers, artists, educators, and much more with a combined desire to continue the legacy of the Dunbar Pavilion. For more information, visit thedunbartucson.org. I'll be back with more on Doing More right after this.
Doing More pays tribute to Garrett Augustus Morgan Sr. in observance of Black History Month. Inventor, businessman, and community leader, Garrett Morgan blazed a trail for African American inventors with his patents, from hair straightening product, a breathing device, and an improved traffic signal. Thank you for your contributions and a way of doing more.
Welcome back to Doing More. We're celebrating African American history, culture, and perseverance in recognition of Black History Month. Did you know that in the 1500s, there was an African man named Esteban de Dorantes who was the first African American to explore North America? As a young man, Esteban was sold into slavery and ended up in the hands of Spanish explorer Andrés Dorantes de Carranza, who then took him on a Spanish expedition to Florida. And by 1539, Esteban headed north into Arizona and New Mexico. Sadly, Esteban was killed by Pueblo Indians near the Arizona border southwest of Zuni, New Mexico. We headed over to Las Vegas, where Cox Charities and the Goodie Two Shoes provided new shoes to disadvantaged children.
Hey, come on, where are you going?
450 students at Dean Peterson Elementary School in Las Vegas now have a new pair of shoes thanks to Goodie Two Shoes, the nonprofit recipient of $25,000 raised by a Cox Charities golf tournament that never even took place.
We had to cancel our golf tournament this year due to the pandemic, but the sponsors felt that it's not all about the golf, it's about giving back to the community and making an impact, so we're just super proud to be able to make an impact.
Who has bigger feet? Let's put your feet next to each other. Do that, let's see. Oh my. There you go.
It's all, they go to a size just like in a store, and everything is something they pick out of a store. It's all Nike or Converse or Vans or DC or Reebok. It's all those brand name great stuff that they would see.
Tony Birdie and his wife Nikki Birdie founded Goodie Two Shoes in 2003.
Yeah? Can we try them on and see if they fit on your foot real quick?
With an emphasis on empowerment through choice.
And a lot of the low-income kids we serve don't ever get the opportunity to choose what they eat, when they eat, what they wear, or whatever the opportunity is. And by empowering kids with choice, you give them the opportunity to see what making a positive choice can not only feel like, but what it can lead to. And we hope that that translates into other avenues of their life, choosing to go to school, choosing to do homework, choosing to get engaged in their community and maybe one day give back like the community volunteers that are here today are doing.
How do they feel?
That's cool.
You feel good?
Yeah.
It's important that kids learn that everything in life we do is a choice. Whether you wake up in the morning and hit snooze or you get up and get out of bed, whether you're in class and whether you're paying attention or not, those are all choices.
The chance to choose a new pair of shoes and take home several new pairs of socks certainly caught the attention of students here.
It's a magical moment. It's exciting. These kids are excited. They're ready to run. They want to show you how high and how fast they can go.
The first kid I went through, he picked the first pair of shoes he saw, was super excited about it. I said, hey, I bet you can run faster with those shoes. And he, took off and did a little sprint. So, it's great to see the joy that, a pretty simple thing can bring to a kid.
We're providing that basic necessity in a really fun and exciting way and giving kids the opportunity to feel what it feels like to make a positive choice without monetary constraint or parental input. They get to make this choice themselves.
The result of which?
So many smiling faces and lots of dancing feet.
An immediate impact that Cox and Goodie Two Shoes hope will leave a lifelong impression.
And in Phoenix, Arizona, Cox Volunteers stuffed backpacks with goodies for Capital Elementary students.
Welcome to our Cox Volunteer Holiday Cheer activity. For many of us, we haven't seen each other in over 18 months, so welcome, thank you for being here. It's so good to see you and to participate in some holiday cheer. Today we have a group of Cox volunteers here at our Arizona campus helping to stuff bags for Capital Elementary School. Cox has been a supporter of Capital Elementary for 25 years, providing wrapped gifts for every student in the school during the holiday season. Due to COVID, that changed a little bit, so this year we're stuffing backpacks with a number of food items, some giveaway items, and some movie passes, just to let the students and the staff at Capital Elementary know that we're still thinking about them and we want them to have a wonderful holiday season.
The relationship between Cox and our school goes back 25, 26 years. I've been principal for 4 years, and it's just been an amazing partnership that I've seen since I've been there. But it's nice at Christmas time, and we don't just work with Cox at Christmas, we work with Cox year-round. They helped us with our computers and with internet throughout the pandemic, so we're really grateful for Cox Communications.
This has been a 25-year effort, starting with an employee who was made aware of a need at Capitol. With our employees coming together and donating toys every year, it's an absolutely wonderful opportunity to serve the community and to serve these students in particular. Over the years, we've had some wonderful stories with children who are just so grateful to receive a wrapped present for Christmas. You know, they might not want to unwrap it because they might not have anything under the tree the morning of Christmas, or they want to take a second gift for their little brother or little sister. And here, because we're not able to be on campus with the school, trying to keep our Cox employees safe, but also the students at Capitol safe as well, we're here to gather some items into a drawstring backpack that they can take home and utilize, enjoy the treats that are in there, and enjoy a movie with their family as well.
Some of the kids cry, some are just speechless, but most of them are just, their smile is just from ear to ear, and they're just so grateful for Cox and all the generous sponsors that they have.
Throughout the pandemic, we haven't had an opportunity to really come together and do in-person volunteer activities like this. So this is our first time back for many of our employees here today. It's the first time that they've seen each other in over 18 months. And so just to be able to be together with our coworkers once again, coming together for a common cause and helping the community, and in this case, helping the students at Capitol Elementary. It's just a beautiful day, beautiful weather, and just to top it off with a wonderful activity, it couldn't be better today.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here. Look forward to another 26 years.
Cox employees love to give back to the community by donating their time, energy, and consistently volunteering more than 50,000 hours every year. We'll be right back.
Doing More pays tribute to Dr. May Carol Jemison in observance of Black History Month. Engineer, physician, and first NASA African-American female astronaut, Dr. Jemison became the first Black woman to travel into space aboard the Space Shuttle Endeavour. May Jemison has always reached for the stars. Thank you for your contributions and a way of doing more.
Welcome back to Doing More, where we shine a light on the good things happening in our communities. We're celebrating African American history, culture, and perseverance in observance of Black History Month. Buffalo Soldiers were African American soldiers who mainly served on the Western frontier following the American Civil War. In 1866, 6 all-Black cavalry and infantry regiments were created after Congress passed the Army Organization Act. Buffalo Soldiers had the lowest military desertion and court-martial rates of their time. Many won the Congressional Medal of Honor, an award presented in recognition of combat valor that goes above and beyond the call of duty. While in Las Vegas, we visited the Salvation Army's mini toy drive. Take a look.
Cox Communications here in Las Vegas has been partnering with the Salvation Army for over 20 years. We've been doing a food drive to support this organization for most of those years, but we've had to shift that the last couple of years with COVID happening. And so we shifted into a toy drive so that we can support the work they're doing in the community and collecting toys from our employees where they could mail them in, they could ship them in, and be able to give those to the Salvation Army to give to those that are in need. So on behalf of Cox Communications, thank you for the work that you're doing in the community, and we are so happy to be able to support you in all of that.
Thank you for your support. This means so much to us, and this partnership with Cox, always so supportive, always so present, always full of provisions to make sure that we together as a community can support those that are in the most need. I can't believe it. This is unbelievable. Thank you so much. Support from companies like Cox and so many other supporters that we have really makes such a difference in what we're trying to do. We want to accomplish serving the community in the best way possible. The Salvation Army can't do that alone. Together as a community, we get to serve those within the community with the most need. And there's nothing better than knowing that we can join hands and surround those that are in need and help to lift them up. And then together we all walk forward.
One of the values that Cox has here in the community is we want to invest in the communities that we serve. And so encouraging our employees to be able to be involved through volunteer activities or being involved in activities like this is just a huge blessing and aligns with the Cox values. So I know my team particularly enjoys doing this kind of thing every year. We have a little internal competition on a food drive or a toy giveaway kind of campaign, so we were able to get some energy involved with that. and really an opportunity for them to give to the community as well. Your timely arrival here in the community, we just want to thank the two of you for your leadership here as well. So
thank you, it's a privilege. So many exciting things coming in 2022, but one of the most exciting things to me is that we're going to soon open our new Family Services campus in North Las Vegas, meeting the needs of the family long-term, not just giving immediate need, but with case management and life skills classes, really taking an opportunity to help lift folks up in a way where they can stand on their own 2 feet and they are reminded of their dignity and they're moving forward as was intended. We're really excited about that campus.
When I joined Cox 10 years ago, one of the things that attracted me was the very involvement of Cox Communications in the community. And my prior experience with the Salvation Army knew this was a great organization. So to be able to represent Cox Communications on a board of an organization that's doing the most good in the community has just been a personal fulfillment as well.
We headed back to Louisiana to visit Manuel Commercial, who's committed to building quality commercial space, one client at a time.
My name's Kevin Stewart, and I'm the lead architect here at Manuel Commercial. If you want to build here at Manuel Commercial, it's divided into two processes. We've got design and build. We're a design builder, so the design portion is the first half of the building process. We take you through any concepts you have. It can begin with a sketch, like a napkin sketch, or if you've already got an idea, we'll work from that. Take you through the entire design process. That's going to be meetings back and forth. You're going to be working on getting your financing in place. And then you move into the build portion of the process. Makes sense, design, build. So then in the build portion, we'll do everything from your final permitting, get you started and approved, through the slab to full construction, and hand you over the keys at the end of the job.
Hi, my name is Wendy Ritz, and I am the Director of Business Development at Manuel Commercial. At Manuel Commercial, we've really tried to simplify the process so building your new office or facility is more manageable and realistic for everyone, especially small business owners. Think of it as one-stop shopping. You have your architect, your designer, your estimator, your superintendents and project managers all under one roof. Everyone coordinates with the project as early as when it's just a concept to make sure that you're staying in budget and all codes and requirements have been met. Our goal is taking as much weight off of your shoulders as possible. We try to focus on the build so you can focus on your business. Our process is streamlined to minimize the lengthy meetings and keep your project on track.
Manuel Companies in general is the umbrella company over Manuel Commercial, and we are committed to community. It's actually not just something that is on our logo, on our walls, and on our trucks, but it's something that's on our hearts because we believe the community has given us so much and we really want to give back. Greg and Missy Manuel, the owners of the company, have done this for decades, and it's fun for us to get to be along in the process, whether that be huge community projects that are full scale, that can either be in education or housing, things like that, or it might just be us getting sweaty, picking up trash alongside the road. We're committed to seeing our communities thrive.
If you're looking to reach Manuel Commercial, you can request a meeting online through our website at manuelcommercial.com, or you can call us at 337-427-6100.
What a great way of doing more. We'll be right back.
Doing More pays tribute to Shirley Anita St. Hill Chisholm in observance of Black History Month. American politician, educator, and author, Shirley was the first African-American woman in Congress, the first woman and African-American to seek the nomination for President of the United States. Thank you for your contributions and a way of doing more.
Welcome back to Doing More. We're celebrating African-American history, culture, and perseverance in observance of Black History Month. Our final stop was at Prospect Home Finance, a San Diego, California financial organization making a positive change in people's lives and its community. Take a look.
Prospect Home Finance is a mortgage company. We specialize in residential refinances and home purchases. So Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, if you're going out looking for a pre-approval to buy a new home, meet with the realtor, we would help you facilitate that and walk you through the process from A to Z. So we currently have around 200 employees, and we've grown pretty fast over the last 3 years. We specialize in getting homeowners loans for their dream home, but we also do more than that. We get out into the community for events.
What's really neat about Prospect Home Finance is that there is such a focus on community. And we support countless nonprofits throughout the year, and not just monetarily, but in terms of in-person volunteer work, and that is huge.
So today we came down to Ocean Beach, partnered up with Surfrider, a great organization, and had some team members come down here from Prospect, all pitched together, and had quite a bit of trash to clean up.
Working with a group of people who are just like-minded, positive, just always wanting to find ways to help out the community is a lot of fun. And the mere fact that the CEO of the company is down to do that, that's just, it just makes it that much better, so it's cool.
This is our 4th beach cleanup in the last roughly 18 months, and it's really great to get the team members out here. It's a way for us to give back and get our team members together and really create positive change throughout the city and state of California. I mean, we found that there's a lot of opportunities to not only get involved with the community, but get involved with kids through league side sports are one of the leagues that we sponsor.
Prospect has recently coordinated a book drive for the Little Free Libraries project. So most of those books went to neighborhoods in our surrounding office environment. And then for the end of the year, we're going to be partnering with the San Diego Food Bank and raising a canned food donation.
At Prospect, we really feel that it is important to get out there and help the community, just being part of something positive. Surprisingly, anytime we do an event like this, it's not just the trash that we're picking up, it's the connections that we meet. It was great getting out here, and we're going to do it again soon. We're always looking for ways to give back to the community of San Diego. So if you have any ideas or need any help or support in any way, visit us at homefinance.com and provide some feedback or advice, and love to help out.
I want to thank the Dunbar Pavilion for sharing African American history, culture, and perseverance in observation of Black History Month. Black History Month was created to focus much needed attention on the contributions of African Americans to the United States. It's an opportunity to honor the too often neglected accomplishments of Black Americans in every area of endeavors throughout our history. It's a time when we remove barriers and begin to authentically connect with one another. And as Maya Angelou mentioned, people will forget what you said and what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. So introduce more light into this world and leave a lasting impression. I'm Erica Cardenas. Thanks so much for joining me.